Hi, Crystal here from Crystal Design. Today we are crocheting a ribbed pumpkin. We'll start with a slip knot on our hook, and you can chain any number for this pattern. Just note that the first 2 chains will be skipped and they won't be counted. I'm going to chain 15 here for a small pumpkin. Now I'm going to half double crochet into the 3rd chain. I work into the back bump to give me a nice clean edge. Half double crochet in each chain across. Once you've half double crocheted across, it's time to turn your work. Now we'll start with the chain 2 that doesn't count as a stitch. Now we're going to half double crochet into what's known as the 3rd loop. So yarn over, insert your hook under the 3rd loop, yarn over, pull up, and finish your half double crochet. We'll repeat that across. Once you've half double crocheted across, it's time to turn your work. This will be the right side of our fabric. We'll start with a chain 2 again, and for the right side we're going to work into the back loop. Half double crochet into the back loop of each stitch across. Now we'll continue repeating those 2 rows. On the wrong side, you will work into the 3rd loop, doing half double crochets across. On the right side, you will work into the back loop, doing half double crochets across. Once the length of your fabric is 5 inches for the small pumpkin, then we will fold the fabric in half and slip stitch it together, forming the tube. Once your tube is seamed, you're going to pull your yarn all the way through and cut a long tail for seaming. Thread your yarn needle and use a running stitch to weave around. We're going to seam up the bottom of the pumpkin. The running stitch will help us to pull it closed. Once you pull the bottom closed, just weave away the end by going back and forth over the hole to further secure it. Once our bottom is seamed, it's time to stuff. To close the top, we'll use the same technique, the running stitch around to pull it closed, leaving a small hole for the stem. To segment your pumpkin, take your long tail and thread it down the center of the pumpkin, out the bottom. Wrap it back up around and back down the center. Keep repeating this around for the number of segments you'd like to create. When you're finished, add a stem. You can use a stick, cinnamon stick, and I also have a crochet stem pattern you can sew on. I'll link that up in the description.